Yo guys, what is up? What is up? Dar is back for another World of Tanks. We are back on the test server for 8.3 and I am looking at the TOG 2. Alright, so guys, this tank will run you 3,500 gold. Let's just go ahead and start with a little bit of the history on this thing, the real life history. This is the TOG 2. It was modified, from the TOG 1. This particular TOG was given the Challenger A30 turret with a 17-pounder gun, also, or you could call it the 76mm gun. It varied from the TOG 1, as the tracks here kind of dip down under the doors and go down. Whereas, like, the original TOG was like the World War I British tanks, which I guess in game you could call it a lot like the Churchill 1, where the tracks go up and over the top, kind of thing. Where this is the design where the doors were above the tracks. Let's see what else. This tank was originally designed to actually with the thought of guys, don't know why that's popping up, but it's going to piss me off. Okay, yeah, fuck off, you piece of shit. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so anyway, getting back here. The tank was designed to go over and deal with terrain difficulties in the northern France areas. Apparently during the First World War, they dealt a lot with trenches, extreme mud, and things of that nature that just, hindered the tanks dramatically. Well, the TOG was designed, with this long body to, go over trenches, any kind of holes in the ground, things of that nature. And, kind of spread the weight out over a larger area, which makes it easier to not get stuck. Alright, that's pretty much all I got for the history. There was only one of these things actually produced as a prototype, and the prototype did successfully, complete all trials. But the design was dropped. They did eventually end up making a shorter version of the TOG, which I don't remember if I found a name, and there goes my fucking phone. Okay, throw that across the room. There we go. That won't be going off again. Alright, so anyway, sorry about that again, guys. This video just ended up to be a big old clusterfuck. And I do apologize for this video. This video is going to be kind of a clusterfuck, guys. Even as recording this live, I got a replay for you, and yeah, we're going to talk about that. So, in game, we can see here we have turret armor of 114 and hull armor of 76mm. We look at the front of this thing, it's pretty much all flat. There's a little bit of angle, right here, and right here on each side of this small gun emplacement. This thing is freaking huge. I can't imagine. This thing's going to be very hard to penetrate. Look at the sides of 76mm, the rear of 50. With the sloping on the rear, I think it's easy. I think it's better just to shoot the a little harder armor on the sides than it is, or the front for that matter. Before it is that rear, just because the sloping on the rear. I mean, this thing. Look at that rear. Look at the ass end on that thing. Look how slanted that is, and look how fucked up that front end is. I mean, does this thing not seem like it's driving backwards? I mean, shouldn't this turret be at the front with all that damn angling? I'd rather have 50 armor and that angling than I would the 76mm and this fucked up flat end on this thing. The gun on this thing, well, let's see. We got shell damage of 188 and penetration of 214. Now, let me go over here. Let me hit all tanks here. And then we just want to look at the gold ones. Here we go. Alright. And then we look at this one, the same gun. The TOG has the exact same gun at tier 6 that the AT-15A has at tier 7. Same caliber. A little bit faster rate of fire on the TOG. Same pen. Same everything. The name's a little bit different there. They got the 7 AT there, but everything's the same. Aim time's better over here. Okay, I'm sorry, I got this backwards. It's faster on the AT, and the aim time is lower on the AT than the version on the TOG. Otherwise, same penetration, same damage. About about 2 rounds per minute shorter on the rate of fire, but everything else pretty much the same. So, this tank is 3,500 gold. The armor is, a tier. I mean, this is a tier 6 for God's sake. And look at the, the armor value is jack shit. This thing is very maneuverable as far as its traverse. You cannot circle this thing. It's damn near impossible to circle this thing. You got to be really fucking quick. Because this thing, it says 20 traverse, but this thing, the turret on this thing is just incredibly fast. The body is probably closer to that 20. It's a lot slower than the turret. But you turn the turret and the body on this thing, and it's almost impossible to try to circle this thing. Unless the driver is a complete and utter freaking moron. The penetration on the gun is good. 214, good penetration. Very, very low damage, just like with our AT-15A. If I was looking to buy a British premium, at the one of these two, we're not, of course, not counting the Black Prince, I would definitely go with the AT. Yes, what's the speed limit? Speed limit 14. I was cruising reliably at 13 kph. That is incredibly slower. I mean, that is way slower than even the Black Prince or the Matilda Black Prince or the other tier 5 Russian Matilda. I mean, it's just retarded. The battle's over before this thing gets there. This is by far the worst tank I've ever driven in this game. And I've got one replay for you guys, and only one because it took me 3 or 4 minutes to even get in a game, and there's not a snowball's chance in hell I will ever drive this piece of shit ever again. This is by far this tank makes the fucking M3 Lee look like a mouse. I mean, because this thing is just a fucking piece of shit. I would rather spend 3,500 gold on, exchanging it for credits than I would this thing. And everybody knows you don't do that because the conversion rate is fucking horrible. But yeah, oh my god. Anybody who wastes their money on this thing is either kicking themselves in the ass for spending money on this tank, or is a window fucking licking moron. I'm just a fucking dumb ass from hell. A load that should have been swallowed. Pretty much. So, let's jump into our replay and see how this thing performs. I can tell you right now, it's a piece of shit. So, without further ado, here we go. Yo, guys, we are here in our replay. Alright, guys, so you can see here, I am in a TOG 2 at the top of the list against another TOG 2, Panzer 4S, Type 58, and that T-3485, VK-36, blah, 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 blah. Alright, guys, so here we are. We're going to kind of try to break in this game. Test server. So, nothing that happens, on a test is particularly representative of what would happen on live. As a lot of you will know from my other videos. Alright. So, let's wait for the countdown. I will let everybody know I have drawn the winners for the World of Warplane beta keys. We did get some subscriptions to the account here via that video. However, I don't think everybody listened to the rules of the video. The rules were you needed to be subscribed to the channel, and you also had to leave a comment. Well, people subscribed but didn't leave the comment. The comment lets me know that you are interested in World of Warplanes. And there were only 2 people that left comments, and both those 2 people had no competition for a beta key. So, OrkKiller91, a message has been sent to you via the YouTube messaging system, giving you your beta key. The other winner, Chris Atari Nerd. I'm gonna pause this for 1 second here. Chris the Atari Nerd won the second beta key, and a message has been sent to you via the YouTube Messenger. You can find it in your YouTube inbox for your beta key for World of Warplanes. I will also add, Chris the Atari Nerd has a channel here on YouTube. I'll put an annotation here on the screen if y'all want to go over and check out his channel. He does a lot of videos on old video games from like Atari and Nintendo, things of that. Kind of like to watch his videos here and there, just, for me, it's just, remembering the old days. Alright, guys, so here we are, in the TOG 2. Top speed of 1314 kph. Oh my god, look at this thing. Hey, you can see me in chat. Oh my god, this thing is slow. I mean, I'm going to take control here of the camera. This is the slowest tank I've ever seen in my life. And I hate to dog out, tanks and just run them into the ground, guys. They say every tank is a diamond in the rough. This thing is a coal buried in the sand. I mean, oh my god, this thing is... I mean, look at how fast... This is normal speed. Look at how fast this thing, or how slow, rather, this thing actually moves. I mean, wow. It's just insane. And what really gets... I mean, if it was, like a regular tank in the tree, it would just be a horrible, shitty grind. But for people that actually spend real life currency on this fracking thing is just completely insane. You see the other TOG 2 over there creeping his way up here. Got the KV-1 and the Type 58 battling it out. Tier 6 medium versus the Tier 5 heavy. The Type 58 really should be kicking the shit out of that KV-1. He just got nailed again. Yeah, it had to be the KV-1 hitting him. I mean, look how... I mean, he's just annihilating him. Guy has no clue what he's doing. Kind of like me. I had no clue what I was doing. What the hell am I taking a slow piece of shit up a hill for? I mean, I don't even want to drive this thing downhill, for God's sake. Alright, here we go. End of the action. Dum-da-da-dum. Type 58. And we miss him. 25 hit points. I mean, wow, this thing... Oh my god. Now, I am hitting some lag here. This is a test server, just the way that it is. The ping goes freaking insane. It's just the monster of the beast, guys. Through the turret. Actually, I think I was probably through the mantlet. Penetration on this thing is phenomenal. I would like to see more alpha damage out of it, just like the AT, the Tier 7 tank destroyer. But the AT's faster. It's got good armor with a fast-firing weapon. I mean, that thing is a win-win and got a lot of fun written all over it. This thing, oh my god, oh my god. All right, now here's the TOG 2. Now here's the KV-1. He's moving in after that TOG 2, and he's obviously way below me. And this thing has almost... I mean, for the turret being his front, you would really expect some good gun depression. But no. And a lot of the British tanks really do have some really good gun depression. On this thing, no. Not happening. Alright, so we can see I'm kind of creeping up here. I'm trying to get a shot down on him. Which where I'm at, I'm thinking I probably should be able to, right? No. Just barely missing him. I'm trying to creep over. Watch. Watch what happens. I'm getting hit from the other side. And watch this. Ah! And look at this shit. Look at this shit. Okay, I fell over the edge of the cliff. 8.0, dumbass. You fall off the cliff. But look at this fucker. I'm stuck. I mean, look at how it landed. I got this guy over here shooting at me, granted. My engine's hurt, but not out. My, tracks are hurt, but not out. And I cannot move. I cannot do anything at this point. This thing is just wedged in here. It will not move forward. It will not move backwards. And this guy's going to kill me. But what the hell? This thing... I mean, it should have just coasted on. No, it's stuck. Like I said, guys, I don't like running tanks into the ground, but oh my god, this thing is a piece of shit. I don't know how anybody could drive this thing with any skill because you can't move. And here we go. Here's my death. Here it is. Boom!
We're done for. Get out.
And you can see me in chat. Wow. This thing is so bad. And that is why this is the only replay you guys are getting. I do apologize for that. And I do not know why my exterior hard drives are doing this. But They are. So we're just going to leave that bar up for the time being. So yeah, this thing is a piece of crap, guys. That's all there is to it. It's a waste of money. Sorry, there's that thing again. Now the bar can go fuck itself. There we go. You know, this thing is just a horrible piece of shit. You know, like I said, I do not like to run tanks in the ground. Almost every tank is diamond in the rough. You know, you play with them long enough, you can figure it out. Why in the hell anybody would want to play with this thing long enough to figure it out, I don't know. I mean, seriously, 3,500 gold. I'd rather buy every tier 2 and tier 3 gold tank in the game and play nothing but that than play this thing. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap it up there. Sorry this has been kind of a depressing, but you know, it's a gold tank. There's only 2 I haven't covered yet, and that's this one and the tier 8 French. Now when I say I haven't covered yet, I have other videos yet coming out that are recorded and ready to go. Just haven't gotten them out and released to y'all yet. So yeah, oh god, this thing is just atrocious. And I highly recommend nobody to ever buy this thing. So on a happier note, remember, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, I will see you in game. Just not in this thing.